Here's our buoy tent update for August 3rd. Today was a little bit better than yesterday, not by much, but hey, we'll take it. I started out today over on the Washington shoreline, and the rationale behind that is that on these big ebb tides where we're getting 8-9 foot exchange, the Washington side is going to have a little bit less current. So we wanted to find less current to be able to slow down our troll during this big ebb. We marked a bunch of fish over there from the bridge on down to the church, Red Roof. That whole area, there were fish loaded in there, but man, they just wouldn't go. I think I only saw for 24 boats, maybe 3 or 4 fish get caught. From there, we jumped up, and the tides are just now starting to get smaller. So I know it was a little bit early to go up there and try this bite, but I tried the low slack to the first part of the push up at the shipwreck and the rest area. And troll's been really good to me after we get a big tide exchange and they start to decrease. But I made 3 or 4 passes in there and found nothing. So at that point, we were all in search mode. I made a lot of phone calls to several different guides and just nothing doing. One here, one there, no real bite to speak of. And at that point I was like, well, tide's pushing in. I've tried doing the checkerboard troll, I've tried up near El Waco, I've tried here along the Washington shoreline. I have not tried fishing out of Hammond on the push. Nosed in there and ended up getting one nice Chinook that was in the low 20s, but it was one, far from getting into them really well. Although we did see a little bit better bite there, maybe saw about a dozen fish. Still not the typical Astoria, just epic bite, buoy 10 chaos that we're used to seeing. From there, moved on up, followed the tide up above the Oregon side, up above the bridge. And at the bridge there, we just completely spun around with the tide, with the ships, and just battled this wind. It was really, really lumpy. Getting really, really rough out there, 3-4 foot standing waves, trying to buck into those waves while trolling downstream was just tough. It was very difficult, but everyone was catching fish. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. So right there at high slack, the first part of the outgo above the bridge on the Oregon side, we found a few fish. That's great. Here's the bad news of it. Tomorrow it's supposed to blow 20-30 miles an hour, and tides are always an hour later each day, which means that tomorrow, if you want to try and get on that bite, it's going to happen about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's going to be ripping 25-30 mile an hour winds on an ebb tide. It's not going to be very fishy. You might get one pass out of it, but as soon as that current starts going, it's done. You might as well just head back in. So tomorrow, we got a group trip with a couple of guides, and we're going to just go anchor up for Sturgeon for a little bit in the morning. Show these guys a good time, and then hopefully on the push I'll probably be sitting down there around buoy 20, Hammond, Chinook, El Waco, heck, I don't know, and just nose into that current and hope to find a couple of fish. But hey, today ended up still getting 3 fish. That's better than yesterday, and I'm still 100%. Haven't lost one. I know I'm jinxing myself, but hey, we'll take it. Buoy 10 should kick off here officially soon, but just not quite yet. Oh well. Eventually I will go through our gear, our bait, our tackle, everything that we're doing, but it's just been too small of a sample size to really give you guys any type of good information. Get them on spinners, get them on bait, flasher color, just no rhyme or reason. Right place, right time, right fish. Alright, that's going to do it here. For me, for today, it's really late. It's already 6 o'clock, and I still got to clean up this really dirty boat and get back to a bunch of emails. Alright, we'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with a little bit better report. Later.